stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Man, a lot of cutting out. Very slow. This is all running very, very slow. The internet must be tired today. Facebook gave me a notice starting April 22nd. I'm not going to be able to go live in my own group anymore. Because you're not going to be allowed to use third-party apps in groups. Okay. I know I may be dipping into your noon meetings, but I have something at 1 and I need to do this first, or I would like to do this first before my meeting. Just help me out. One thing, less thing I have to worry about when I'm talking to them. Today we're going to be reading out of the big book. I'm going to have to avoid the 12 by 12 for a little bit till I get another one. I gave mine away last night. Somebody else needed it more than me. I probably shouldn't have given it away, but I did. So it's not like it's all marked up or anything. It's missing the front cover, but that way she had something, she left with a big book and a 12 by 12, and that's all I care about. That's really what it comes down to. So, yeah, I think we're close enough to that 3 o'clock, that 3-minute mark. It looks like we got people. What's weird, okay, I know what's going on. I finally figured it out. Okay. If I share it, I don't think that you can see it, but I don't know how well you can participate. I don't know. I haven't seen that yet. All right, let's do introductions. We're going to be reading out of the big book, page 72. Welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. Deep breaths. Wake up a little bit. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. All right. Chapter 6, Into Action. Having made our personal inventory, what shall we do about it? We have been trying to get a new attitude. Hi, Amber. Good to see you. Good morning. Barely, but good morning. We've been trying to get a new attitude, a new relationship with our Creator, and to discover the obstacles in our path. We have admitted certain defects. We have ascertained in a rough way what the trouble is. We have put our finger on the weak items in our personal inventory. Now, these are to be cast out. This requires action on our part, which, when completed, will mean that we have admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our defects. This brings us to the 5th step in the program of recovery mentioned in the preceding chapter. This is perhaps difficult, especially discussing our defects with another person. We think we have done well enough in admitting these things to ourselves. There is doubt about that. In actual practice, we usually find a solitary self-appraisal insufficient. I'm going to tell you why. It's this. It's this round, it's this octagon looking hole in the front of your mouth. It's got to come out of here. There's something about telling on yourself that makes the power go away. You ever go to an AA meeting and say, I really feel like drinking, and it didn't fuck with you as much? See, when we tell on ourselves to another person, we're admitting it out loud. And that's what we need. I was not an alcoholic until I went to a room of alcoholics and said out loud, I'm Dion and I'm an alcoholic. It wasn't until then that I was actually an alcoholic. Because before then, nobody could D me. And it hadn't been said out loud. When we say it out loud, what happens? We're bringing it to justice. We're bringing it to the light of day so that God can take a look at it too and be like, you don't need that, Dion. You don't need that. You have this. Oh, okay, so I can discard this. I don't need this. Okay, so it is imperative that we share our fifth step out loud. Okay, we got to get all that stuff off of us. Hi, Ingrid. It is good to see you. In actual practice, we think we have done well. No, there's doubt about that. In actual practice, okay, I already read that. Many of us thought it necessary to go much further. We will be more reconciled to discussing ourselves with another person when we see good reasons why we should do so. The best reason first. If we skip this vital step, we may not overcome drinking. Yep. This is the number one reason right here. Time after time, newcomers have tried to keep to themselves certain facts about their lives. Trying to avoid this humbling experience, they have turned to easier methods. Almost invariably, they got drunk. Having persevered with the rest of the program, oh, no wonder I can barely see. And turn my light on. I'm awake. Having persevered with the rest of the program. Okay. Now, they didn't really persevere with program. We're being nice here. Okay. Because steps 1, 2, and 3 didn't require any freaking action. They only required a thought process. It's just a decision-making process to help you get to the fourth step so that you can do it fearlessly and thoroughly. Okay. They wonder why they fell. We think the reason is they never completed their house cleaning. We're being nice. It's because they didn't do their house cleaning. Period. I don't take this stuff as suggestions. I don't. This book was written by God, man. Okay. And it has instructions in it all over the place. Okay. Like here, we think it is that they never completed their house cleaning. Okay. Why are we putting it that way? Because we alcoholics don't like being told what to do. And it doesn't matter how long you've been in the program, we still don't like it. We're better about it, but that doesn't mean we're okay with it more. All right. They took inventory, all right, but hung on to some of the worst items in stock. You know, I'm going to say something. Last night we had a 4-step meeting. Okay. Now, 4-step meetings usually turn into war stories. There wasn't one told. Not one told. Great job. That was phenomenal. Even the person that goes off topic stayed on topic. Things are working, man. They're working. Just because we're being good examples. That's all we're doing. Great stuff, man. All right. But they're going to understand. Then they're going to come to us, say, why, how is it that you got it and I don't? And we're going to tell them, it's because you're hanging on to some of this shit, man. You got to let it go. All of it. Good, bad, or indifferent. It's all got to go. Whoosh. Now we're starting over. Okay. They only thought they had lost their egoism and fear. They only thought they had humbled themselves, but they had not learned enough of humility, fearlessness, and honesty in the sense that we find it necessary until they told someone else all their life story. Or maybe they're caught up in a pink cloud. Third step can pink cloud your ass. Yeah. So can the fourth and the fifth step. So can the sixth and the seventh step. Why? Because you're experiencing new things. You're getting a new set of endorphins, a new shot of endorphins, or whatever it is that makes us go, yay, we love life. It's what it is. It's the newness of it all. See, you haven't experienced this before. You were too drunk. I was too drunk to experience any of it. Like having a cold. Right? More than most people, the alcoholic leads a double life. He is very much the actor. To the outer world, he presents his stage character. This is the one he likes his fellows to see. He wants to enjoy a certain reputation, but knows in his heart he doesn't deserve it. Right? Hi, Nabako. I like you, but dude, you can't keep coming here and pushing the Bible. We're AA. We're not Christianity. I love you, but you can't keep doing that, dude. All right? We're going to stick with topic here and stuff. So I would appreciate it. All right? Thank you. The inconsistency is made worse by the things he does on sprees. Coming to his senses, he is revolted at certain episodes he vaguely remembers. These memories are a nightmare. He trembles to think that someone might have observed him. As fast as he can, he pushes these memories far inside himself. He hopes they will never see the light of day. He is under constant fear and tension. That makes for more drinking. The thing is when this starts to happen, I'm going to tell you something. Your sponsor is going to know if you're full of it. Your sponsor is going to know if you have not told them everything. I know. Because it tells me that certain things in here will happen once it's completed. These are my indicators. These are my actions that I see in other people to know. It tells me in here when that's going to happen. Right? That's what the promises are about. The promises are a gauge for us to figure out where we're at with the program. It's also a great way to figure out if you've made progress. Yeah, it's a good way to do it. Psychologists are inclined to agree with us. We have spent thousands of dollars for examinations. We know a few instances where we have given these doctors a fair break. We have seldom told them the whole truth, nor have we followed their advice. Unwilling to be honest with these sympathetic men, we were honest with no one else. Small wonder many in the medical profession have a low opinion of alcoholics and their chances for recovery. Yet, if we can't be honest with the doctor about what's going on, they can't help us. And they're not mind readers. They're not in AA. They don't have the bullshit detector like I do. It's much easier to dupe this person or convince them that you have something else. Okay? That's why a lot of people fear AA. Because they come in and they know that you know. And they just don't want it. They don't want to face it. And they'll say something like, AA doesn't work for me. No, you never gave AA a fair chance. Did you do the steps? No. Then don't tell me it didn't work for you. How do you know? That's not fair to say that. Okay. What did work for you? That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. What did work for you then? Well, it didn't work for me. That's all you have to say? Oh, okay. Well, have fun drinking. What did work for you? Are you sober now? No. Are you making the world a better place? This isn't about AA. This isn't a competition. It's not about who went higher or lower or faster or quicker or slower or did anything first. It's not what it's about. It's about understanding the needs of your community and then doing something about it. That's what it's about. It's what we do. We're saviors, my friends. I don't like that word either. I don't like it either. I don't want to be a savior. What is a savior? A person that can save other people from death. That's it. That's it. And we can do that. We can avert an untimely death for others. We can heal whole families with the help of God, of course. We don't do this alone. We wouldn't want to do it alone. That would suck. We must be entirely honest with somebody if we are to expect to live long or happily in this world. Rightly and naturally, we think well before choosing the person or persons with whom to take this intimate and confidential step. Do it with your sponsor. Do it with your sponsor, for God's sakes. If you've done your work, and then you're going to know at the fourth step whether or not you're going to get along with your sponsor. I'm going to tell you that. Okay. It does give other suggestions in here. Those of us belonging to a religious denomination which requires confession must, and of course, we will want to go to the properly appointed authority whose duty it is to receive it. There are some people that are like that. Absolutely. This is why I say that AA is the multiple recovery pathways. How many more pathways do you need? We've given you every single one that will work. Yeah. You get to think and act how you want to. So I don't understand. I'm getting here in an hour, I'm going to be, let's just say I'm going to be a lot louder. Okay. Mama, I have talked to people about how I went to detox for 2 years seeking help and how it almost killed me. I mean, I'm gonna make these people cry. I'm gonna do it intentionally. You want to know why? Because if it doesn't hurt, there will be no change. It's just the way it is. I don't want to. Absolutely. Yeah. I should probably read these out loud instead of A friend in my group asked me to listen to her fifth step as her sponsor is entwined in a bad situation she had to run from. It's a complicated situation, but I told her that I would be honored to listen. Yeah. It's just got to be somebody. Let's just call it a closed mouth friend. There you go. Yeah. So all the person needs to be a closed mouth friend. That means they're going to keep their fucking mouth shut. I'm going to tell you something. A recovered alcoholic doesn't care about your drama. We don't care. We're not going to go tell anybody because we don't care. Okay? See, I don't give a fuck about your drama. I'm not even going to put it into memory. Okay? I got better things to do. I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to help you work through it. But I'm going to forget about it when we're done. Okay? Though we have no religious connection, we may still do well to talk with someone ordained by an established religion. We often find such a person quick to see and understand our problem. Of course, we sometimes encounter people who do not understand alcoholics. I'm not going to go into the next part because I don't agree with it. You should never, ever do a fifth step with a family member. No. Just no. It's one thing that it may be when you're a full family. No. Not a chance. Don't. Okay. All right. When we decide to here's our story, we waste no time. We have written inventory and we are prepared for a long talk. We explain to our partner what we are about to do and why we have to do it. He should realize that we are engaged upon a life and death errand. Most people approached in this way will be glad to help. They will be honored by our confidence. See, and I would be honored to listen. Wow, it's almost like the big book read that. It tells you exactly what's going to happen. I'm not kidding. It just literally happened right in front of us. The miracle of God happened right in front of us because of the word honored. Is that cool? See, God's everywhere. If you seek, you'll find it. Yeah. I don't know why this is popping up, but Amber finds God in a lot of numbers. There too. Yeah. Whenever I get to 3 sets of 2s, I know I'm doing the right thing. And it happens to me almost every day. Almost every day I notice that it's 222. It's just ingrained. All right, so we pocket our pride and go to it, illuminating every twist of character, every dark cranny of the past. Once we have taken this step, withholding nothing, we are delighted. Here come the 5th step promises. Here they come. We can look the world in the eye. You'll be able to look at yourself in the mirror again. That's what that means. You won't walk around like this. You'll walk around with your head up because you have something to give. Because you have courage. Because you have God in your life. And then people don't need to know. They just need to feel it. We may have nope, I went. Okay. We can be alone at perfect peace and ease. Our fears fall from us. They're great. They just fall off. We begin to feel the nearness of our Creator. Here comes the whopper. We may have had certain spiritual beliefs, but now we begin to have a spiritual experience. The feeling that the drink problem has disappeared will often come strongly. We feel we are on the broad highway, walking hand in hand with the spirit of the universe. Next 2 paragraphs are step 6. So those are the promises. Those are the things that you will get. Okay. Notice you too. Love you. Have a good day. She likes 21 and 12. Yeah, and it's 12:12 right now. Right here. So whoops. Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me at all. God will answer you immediately. He's just done it twice. I ain't got no more to say. I love you all. I do. Peace out and have a day. Bye-bye. Oh, one last thing. Quit asking me comments about my fucking hair, you assholes. Okay? If you're here to fuck around, then this is what I got for you. Okay? All right. Love you. I can tell you to fuck off and love you at the same time. I love you.